Okay, so this is how we are going to dress the manta, and it is going to be this beautiful garlic yogurt drizzled with infused butter that I'm going to use a very mild red pepper flake. And let me tell you the difference between like the red pepper flakes that you get at the grocery store. Fantastic for Italian food. It is going to make your manta very spicy. If you can't get a hold of like a more mild red pepper, then just use a little bit, and it's okay if it doesn't get bright red, so don't freak out about it. So here's what we're gonna do first. In a really small frying pan. Now I'm making a double recipe of manta, so don't get crazy, but use a really good butter, like a European or a French butter. If you're wondering where you buy like these more mild red pepper flakes, used in almost all Turkish cuisine, you can go to a Mediterranean market and just buy their red pepper flakes. The difference between like this red pepper flake and this red pepper flake, can you see the actual seeds of the pepper? Okay, and then this is actually more finely ground. So I'm going to take some of this and I'm going to put it in my butter. Take a look at what's happening right now. How bright red that is now. And you know what? Because this is a very mild red pepper, it's not hot at all. And whatever I don't use, you know what? I'm just gonna put in a little container, put back in my fridge, because if I decide to make an Iskandar kebab, I'm going to be able to just take this infused butter and use it again. So you're not wasting anything, I promise. Now we're gonna infuse the yogurt. And my favorite yogurt to use is a Bulgarian yogurt. Hard to find. But if you do find it, grab it, because you're gonna be so happy. It's so creamy. I don't know why it's so good in Bulgaria and not as good everywhere else, but it is my fave. I couldn't find it here, so I'm using just a plain yogurt. And I want you to think about it like this. We're gonna be making a yogurt dressing. And for every 8 ounces of yogurt, we are going to be using about a tablespoon of garlic. We're gonna be infusing this yogurt in garlic, and it is going to take your breath away. So now I'm gonna just mince the garlic. I like to smash it, that way the skins just pop off so much easier. Okay. And then I'm just going to use my knife and just mince it, mince it, mince it. So here you go, a nice fine mince. Do you love garlic as much as I do? Love garlic. Okay. So now I'm just gonna be eyeballing it. This is a 32-ounce container, 2 pounds. I don't need that much. I just need about 16 ounces, which will be about half this container, right? Yep, there we go. Ooh, this is a beautiful yogurt, actually. Okay, and here's the thing. Whatever yogurt I don't use, do you realize that I can make a completely different salad from this? Because there's a salad that my mom loves. It's called jajuk. It's like, I'm gonna add cucumbers to this and some dill. I'm not wasting anything, and that's what I love about Turkish cuisine. It's creating these completely different dishes, but you're really utilizing everything. I salt as I go. I also taste as I go, which is why I'm never hungry when I'm done cooking, because I've already eaten half my meal. But I just need just the littlest bit of salt in this, just like I needed the littlest bit of salt in the butter, and like I need the littlest bit of salt in the water for the manta. See the consistency there? Okay, so the next step is actually adding the manta to the water. And this is the manta. You can buy it frozen. It says manta right there on it, manta. Sold in all the Middle Eastern markets. This is a staple in a household. Now, there are some rock stars that actually make this from scratch. And if you have the pleasure of having a homemade manta, just jump on it. It's a great opportunity. We're gonna take this, we're gonna add this to the water. For those of you who have never had a manta, it is basically a lamb dumpling. There's minced lamb in here, and then It's wrapped, kind of looks like a tortellini, and we're gonna add that to the water. Give you another look at this. There it is. Beautiful frozen Manti. This is the same concept as cooking any type of pasta, ravioli, tortellini. You put it in a rolling boil, and when they're floating, they're done. Okay, now while that's cooking, it only needs a couple minutes. I am going to strain my infused butter just to get that beautiful color. I don't need all the little clarified bits. Here's our beautiful infused butter with the red pepper flakes. We have the yogurt that's infused with the garlic. And we have our Manti right here, still waiting for them to come to the top. Of course, I'll taste one to make sure it's done, and then we'll be ready to plate. Here's one of my quick tips. Once you drain off pasta, any pasta really, I put it back into the hot pan on a flame, and I'm allowing the last bits of that water residue to get absorbed or to cook off so that I don't have that puddle of water that comes when you don't drain your pasta good. Okay, are you guys ready? Because it's finally coming together. I'm gonna plate this Manti and it's gonna be ready to serve. I'm gonna put a little bit of the Manti on the bottom of the plate. One bag is probably 4 servings, just so you know. So you divide it into portions. And now I'm going to top it with the yogurt. Look how steamy that is. So here comes the yogurt. You know, there are other ways to eat Manti. Actually, you can deep fry these after you boil them and still do the same type of dressing on top. Amazing. But harder for my mom to eat because she doesn't have any teeth. Okay, so here we go. There's the yogurt dressing. And now we're gonna finish it off with the butter. The infused, beautiful red butter. Watch this, you guys. Oh, man. And we're not done yet because I love presentation and this Manti needs a little bit of mint on top. Wait till I take a picture of this. You're gonna freak out. It's so good.